For this sample, we are going to be doing easing. Easing is similar to gathering, where we're trying to fit a larger piece with a smaller piece. However, with gathering, you're going to see a bunched look, and that's the look that you're going for. With easing, we want to try to make the two fit together as smoothly as possible. For this sample, you'll be using pattern piece 19A and 19B. This is going to be an example of a front shoulder and a back shoulder piece. You'll see a couple markings to be aware of. You'll have 2 dots on both pieces. You'll also have these notches. Notches are going to be used to help match things up. The reason it's really important to have notches and not to cut them off is because, especially when you're trying to fit 2 pieces together that one is larger than the other, it's going to allow you to see where the matching points are. So here you can see that I marked both pieces with white dots. I'm going to match up first my notch and place a pin to hold this spot. I'm next going to make sure that my white dots match up. So if I put one through here, I'm going to check if that matched up with my blue. Both those match up. So down here you can see that my white dot is here and my blue dot is a little bit closer in. So I have this gap here because the red piece is larger than the blue piece. So I'm first going to match up my 2 dots down here, and then I have to ease this in. The way that you do that is you're going to be using pins, and you're going to create small little bubbles along the way until it lays flat. So you'll be maneuvering the material just a little bit, so you're making the red slightly bubbled until it lays flat with or matches up with the blue. What you're going to see here, when you look at it from the top, is that there's a little bit of waves right in this section. What's going to happen here is those waves are going to be caught in your seam. So while it might look slightly wavy in your seam allowance, on the part that people will see, it's going to look much smoother. So you're going to have a 5/8 inch seam. You're going to be stitching at the length of 2.5. Because you are stitching 2 things together, you will backstitch. So you'll start. When you get to a pin, make sure you pull it out. You can see that there's more space in between the area that I did not have to ease. Pins are what's going to hold your easing into place, so you'll need a lot more pins to do that. So as I come up to the pin, just go ahead and pull it right out. At this point, your stitches are going to hold those small little gathers into place, but you won't see them on the outside. Go ahead and backstitch. So here, you can see that there's a slight little wave, but if we were to open this up, it's going to lay nice and flat on the outside. And you can see that our white dots are now matched and our ends also match up. So this is called easing, where you are making one larger piece fit into a smaller piece.